This is FridgeArt with Andrea Radek and
Kristen Plesko.
And you were just talking about your fantastic problems with your Mac?
Yeah. No, I honestly, I love Macs. And I have
You're a Mac. I'm a PC.
I know. I'm that douchey Mac character that is like, well, PC, Macs can play games too. I hated those commercials.
I'm the fat comedic PC, where I'm also a bumbling idiot.
Yeah, but
an apple.
But you're a loving bumbling idiot. That's why
he was just like annoying. He was just
really. I thought he was kind of lovable.
I think that I need to look at he did things in a really old sense,
and he was wearing a business suit because he's an old man.
Well, yeah, and he was also like 45. And
I thought he was
Mac
funny.
was young and hip.
I thought the Mac one was annoying. Isn't that ironic that I use Macs and I actually like the PC character better?
Isn't it ironic that the caricature one time back in the early 2000s?
It was mid 2000s too. They had a ton of campaigns, like literally like an hour of campaigns you can find on YouTube, and they are fucking fantastic.
Are they?
Well, when an Apple person says, I couldn't figure out how to use my computer, so I switched to Apple, or I couldn't figure out how to turn on my computer, so I switched to Apple, and it was easier, and it's like, how stupid are you? You're making everyone who uses Apple look bad. You're making people think I'm dumb, and I don't know how to do computers.
You just need a big giant, as I understand it, a big giant Apple button that you just push, and that turns the computer on, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's magic, and Steve Jobs comes down from the heavens, and he
caresses
my
his
iMac.
ghost out to everybody.
And I think he gave my computer a hardware failure. So
basically, computer aids.
Yeah, my computer might have a hardware failure, but Apple isn't positive. So basically, I'm being Dick Tracy and taking logs and finding out who the murderer is. What is causing the issue? Is it Apple itself? Is it a program? Is it a peripheral? Is it the monitor that I use all the time? It's a mystery,
I have to use it. Is it Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the library?
Yeah. Is it Photoshop? I want to have that fake, the organ sound, the dwoo, when it's like
bum bum blah.
Yeah. Is it the farmer? It's just like. But yeah, so I'm very frustrated, and I've spent the last 2 hours on Apple thing, and they're very nice, and they're trying. It's just that this is a really dumb issue.
And I'm feeling relaxed, because our Bubba truck neighbor, he lives across the way. He has this big diesel truck that just is really annoying. He's a nice guy, I think. He's just sort of snooty, doesn't talk to anybody. He was playing his acoustic guitar. It was mostly just chords, just
what an
finger
asshole.
holds. Wow, and he's like, hey. And he started doing this high-pitched, maybe it was, just the sound of the guitar, but, he was singing. I do know that he was singing for part of it. But I was just, on my deck, because, our decks don't face each other. I'm essentially just across, the way. So both of our apartments are facing the same way, but there's, a big barrier. So he can't tell that I'm outside, and I was just sitting out there, I was enjoying it. It just reminded me of just douchebag, you ever... when you were at college, do you ever have those guys where they just, turn their speakers outwards?
Yeah, fuck those
and then
people.
Just
I know that was a curse word, but I literally hate those people to the point of...
To the point?
If I was like a Batman villain, I think I would go after those people first. People who played their music too damn loud. I would...
Well, there's one thing with
just
playing
make them
music
deaf or something. I'd be like the Deafenator.
I think that would make it worse, wouldn't it?
No, if they couldn't hear music at all, then they stop.
Just make them have really sensitive hearing so they couldn't make it
good.
loud.
Like their
Not
bats.
make it deaf so they try to feel the vibration of the music that they'll never hear again.
I'd be an arsonist for bedbugs, and then I would also be... Alright, then I'd be the sensitizer. There you go.
It's good. It's a good start.
Bless you.
So we got some submissions and stuff for... I think we're going to go with mini fridge. With mini fridge, so that's also something we're going to record today, and they're going to be short things that we're going to try and put out on Wednesday, so we can do.
Yeah,
it's not going to take that long.
Yeah,
obviously.
No, we're gonna.
The people. We do it that, but as it stands for now, we can do one of my pieces, and then we can just sort of scrounge around your photo bucket. That one thing that we found that we didn't talk about, I found a color version of it on your photo bucket, because it's just...
is my photo bucket actually up? Were you looking at all of it?
Well, you have,
were you
106 pages of stuff.
109.
It's a lot of the samey anime shit that you can tell you just copied out of a book. And
was it? No, because I didn't necessarily. It's just boring.
No,
it's just really fucking boring.
Yeah, it's sort of boring.
It's just.
But the one with the guy and the dragon, I think there's a color version. It's not completely done, but yeah.
Oh no, that is actually completely.
Oh, good, yeah.
But I also have a printout downstairs that I can grab of that. But
you really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if we're doing a guy and a dragon with yours, we'll do a guy and a dragon with mine.
Good.
So look away for a second.
All right, I'm
Well, what type of? Do you want a man and a dragon or a woman and a dragon?
A woman. Woman and a dragon.
No,
man and a dragon's fine.
Yeah, let's.
Peen and the dragon. Just go for it.
Okay. There you go. Look back.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the pecs on that dragon. He's like... Oh.
Yeah, okay, so...
Yeah.
they're not pecs, so if anybody has ever read His Majesty's Dragon, or whatever...
What?
It's a series of books that are fairly popular. Oh. It's the Temeraire series, which I'm probably saying that incorrectly as a no-good American. Yes. Oh my god, I haven't seen this picture in a long time.
That goddamn face.
This was something that went into my final portfolio again for college. This might have been turned down. No. I had to go back and fix this dude, like the little man on there. So this was for final portfolio in college, and this was my personal take on some sort of battle that happens. But there's like no ships. There's just two, but... So, the theme of His Majesty's Dragon, or Her Majesty's Dragon, is essentially, they have ships, they have regular ships, but they essentially, instead of having, like, planes, they have, like, rare dragons that they have, and a lot of them are a lot smaller, and this guy's name is William something or other, I fucking forgot, I haven't read it in years.
William Dragon.
But yeah, he sort of accidentally has this dragon imprint onto him, which is, like, this rare Chinese, like, celestial dragon. And it's, like, wisecracking, and it's also really smart and likes books. But, yeah, so it's, like, really, really big, and then it fights against these other really big ones, and if this was anywhere near, like, close to the book, there would just be a fuckload of dragons in the back, just all fighting each other.
Did they have World War II sounds? Like,
like Birdemic, like... No, they just beat the shit out of each other. But they had, like, these big giant vests that, like, a team of, like, 15 people would work on one dragon. I don't know why they needed 15 fucking people.
So basically it's Lair?
Yeah, it's sort of like Lair, but like, with better controls.
You said naval battle and dragons. I'm like, oh, it's Lair.
Well, if this is like, and he I think is a little big, like it's a massive dragon.
Did they have hooks that they used to stab the other dragons, and then did you have to use fireballs to blow up all the ships? And were the graphics on the ocean okay, but then nothing else was?
Yeah, like, I remember being so excited for that game. And I remember I was filling out an application to work for Best Buy when I was a wee teenager. When Lair was coming out, and I just, like, stood there and I got, like, those crazy goosebumps, like, that's the greatest game that's ever existed. And then I got it, and I'm just, like, fucking crashing into things, and... You gotta take out of all these people, and it's like, this is...
What are you doing? Turn around! You're not hitting any of the ships! Also, how are they talking to each other? Did they have, like, radios? Were they yelling to each other from, like, a mile away?
I wonder that... So, yeah, this is my Temeraire picture.
Yeah, there you go. There's some... And sound effects. Add, like...
So I like how this ship close to us is like a decent size, but it's just like this other one is like a fucking mile and a half away.
I like how the ship is just perfectly horizontal.
Yeah, it's a very calm motion, Kristen.
That's no, just like because if I would assume that the ships would not be perfectly horizontal to the dragons, like to our perpendicular to our eyes. Andrea.
Well, drawing a ship any other direction was hard. So I just went
that's why ships are hard.
On the side.
Yeah. I think the ship honestly is. Well, I'm sure if I zoomed into it, I would be a little bit upset.
Let's zoom in. It looks like it just says like it looks like comical marshmallows. I was thinking sort of like not bed sheets, but like burlap sacks if they were white. Like, it has a lot of weird volume to it, but it doesn't really have anything, like, straightening it out on the bottom. So it's just, like, they tied it once at the top and it just flaps around and doesn't do anything. Like,
yeah. Like, are they supposed to be... Are the ships, like, firing at each other?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess they are horizontal for, like, when you're firing at each other. That is how ships do.
I mean, that was totally planned and...
That's bullshit.
Let me just zoom out there.
So, I'm gonna just say that the purple dragon's head is hilarious. Like, it is just completely wrong, and it looks like it's basically like, you know how, like, dogs, like, when they're looking behind them, they're like, oh, you know, they basically just stick their heads straight up because they're just like, cute dogs. Kind of like that.
My teacher was just like, you should make more connective, like, head between the two so you can actually tell. And my solution to that was just to put this little bump here.
Oh,
which
God.
doesn't do that at all.
Oh, Bandria.
Actually, I wonder if I think I might have actually painted this more, like, gone back into it, because this seems like quite a fairly old version of this.
Because, like, I'm looking at, like, the connective sorry, was that me?
No, that's fine.
You were looking like there's something
I'm thinking,
going on.
well, if this was in my portfolio, I should have a print of it in my closet. Alright, entertain everybody for a quick while.
Good. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good at entertaining, but yeah, like oh my God, like I'm just looking at this dragon.
Just look at the other ones, like the top of his head is all. Oh,
like
I forgot this was lost in the flood.
Like I'm just looking at like the I guess the back wings, and like I don't understand why part of it is transparent. What are they molded?
Sorta. Alright. Don't look. You're spoiling many features.
I'm spoiling. Okay. Well, I don't understand why you chose to like make the wings not transparent.
No, never mind. It's literally exactly the same.
Oh, that's
the final.
Like, Andrea, why is the skin so thick? Like on the dragon. Also, why does it have like an elbow bone? Where are the pteroid bones?
I believe it's called an elbow.
Elbow? Why does he have an elbow? But why doesn't he have a pteroid bone? Like, I'm sorry.
Why are you shouting so much?
Because you were far away from me and I can't hear very well.
Well, they can hear it just fine, and I can hear it just fine.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm like an old person. Like, I'll just get louder and louder until I reach a singularity.
Well, you do that thing that my dad and my grandmother both do, is like when they're talking at each other, then they just get louder until somebody wins, and yeah.
Well,
no, this is the final.
Then I'll talk gently, like I'm on a radio show.
No, you don't have to do
talking
that.
About.
You said an elbone. What elbone?
If you look on the purple dragon, it's elbone on the left.
This?
Yeah, why? Why is that?
Just that it's coming out of there?
Yeah, that doesn't make it... There's no animal on this planet that has lived or ever lived that has an elbone. I'm just gonna be honest.
Because I was...
And then it doesn't have a pteroid bone. So, and it, and basically the connective tissue between the... like bats, how they have, like, the thing? They have, like, the flap.
I think, like, this white area was supposed to be that, but I had a lot of trouble with the wings being, like, turned a lot. So, like, I should have honestly just made it a lot. Yeah, I think I have to throw out that portfolio. It may be full of mold from the flood a couple years back. You
can always scan it in and then just throw it out.
It's like, it was a really nice portfolio that cost me a lot of money. It was like $80 to buy that portfolio.
No one uses those anymore.
Yeah,
you literally just use a damn iPad, and that's it. By the way, don't just get an iPad. If you're gonna go around to art directors, literally just get an iPad. Literally, it's fine.
It is.
Anything.
I have a Kindle Fire, and I've used that to show to art directors before, and they're like, "This is really handy." I'm like, "Yes, it is," because I've carried my damn portfolio around before. I don't know why it has a bone there. I think I just didn't draw many dragons, and this is like. I wanted to do a really serious looking dragon, and like this face really makes me laugh. It's like this frumpy, like,
it looks like it has like
applesauce face.
It looks like it has like a vulva for its eyes. Like, I mean, it looks like it's literally just a vulva, and like that's unbelievable.
Good. I didn't see that until just now.
I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out why does that look so weird to me. Oh, it's a vulva.
Yeah, because its eyebrows, its eyebrow flaps are just literally connected to one another, and yeah, it just creates a disgusting. Do you know that every single episode we've done, we've made some sort of like reference to genitals? Every single one.
Well,
everything looks like a dick or a vulva, apparently.
Well, that makes sense because we're human, and apparently humans have been doing that for thousands of years. So I don't feel bad.
I just like, it's like, you know what this really looks like hairy testicles.
You know what this looks like? A frenulum.
And when I really want to, like, name them, like, hairy peach palm testicles, but I don't want to be that fucking YouTube channel where it's just like, oh, look at his wacky breasticles. You know? And,
breasticles is gross.
Yeah, I like the term, though.
It's a fun word to say, but...
So I, like, when I was looking at this, I was just sort of looking at this crotch area on this yellow dragon, how it just...
Oh, it's a yellow dragon?
What does it look like for you?
A white dragon?
No, it's
just like an off-white dragon.
It's supposed to be a sort of an orange dragon, but when it was too orange.
That is.
I think I also submitted this to. There was a fan art contest for this series, and
I think I
got a mention.
Was it an Anne McCaffrey thing?
No.
Like Dragon Riders of Pern? Like
that's
the only one. I've only heard of that one. And you haven't read Dinotopia.
Can't remember what the fuck he doing.
Guess he's freaking out about the mirror.
Yeah, he's checking out his Sweet Lion's cut. Yeah, no, I forgot her name and stuff, but I swear that she either thanked me or she sent me an email. That's what it was. She sent me an email thanking me for participating in her thing.
Oh, was it the author?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, I feel so weird. Like, I've never heard of the book. It probably is good. It's probably what Lair was based off of.
Honestly, if you like tactical stuff, you might really like it.
I do. It's just I've had trouble with fantasy books reading them because sometimes they don't follow the own rules.
It's extremely tactical.
Okay. Because sometimes they don't follow their own damn rules.
on the top of my playmats.
Oh, it's just the silverfish.
Kill it.
I'm not touching it. I'm not.
Kill it.
It's just a silverfish.
Kristen loves bugs.
It's just.
Andrew does not like bugs. What a comedic duo we make.
God.
Here, do you want a cup?
Yeah, there's no way for me to catch it without a cup.
Here, I have one of my mold mixing cups. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, don't drag his trails all over my...
He's fine. He's not... They're very quick. Okay, got it. Let me throw it out. Entertain the people. Entertain the good people.
So this was also... I'm just going to talk loudly. And if you can hear it, then that's a bonus. Okay. This was also during that same phase where I was trying to, be like John Foster. So everything was colored in grayscale originally, which it looked, like, nice in grayscale. Quote-unquote nice in grayscale. And then, sort of when I went to coloring... Did you hear any of that?
You went to coloring?
Good. It's pretty much... no, this was another one of those grayscale to color John Foster things I did.
That would explain why the colors aren't very harmonious.
Yeah, they're all fucked up. And, like, originally, that was, like, really nice in grayscale, and the dragon closest to us was not, like, pitch black.
Yeah,
and then it became a thing that was, like, I couldn't really, like, the water and the dragon's wings weren't creating enough of, like, a visual difference between the two, so it became really muddy, so I had to make it a lot darker, but I think I went way overboard and just made it black.
Yeah, because you could have also, like... made its wings transparent.
Yeah, I could have.
Also just, made its wings transparent.
I don't know.
I'm
I just
looking
think
at the back dragon too, and it just looks like it has flaps of leather. Like instead of.
I understand the transparency thing, and I think transparency for some are fine. I don't think it's like a giant mark if they're not transparent.
It's very. I don't know. To me, it's really strange because it doesn't look like a light enough material to fly. And if you look at the biology behind animals that do have flappy wings. That aren't feathered.
Bats
and pterosaurs. They apparently had like spongy kind of tissue between it, and it was very blood rich, and it was still transparent. But but basically like it was not skin. It was not skin. It was something special, and I can't remember what it was.
Special flying leather.
Yeah, fly leather.
No, I think if I had made that transparent, then I would have still had the same issue that. Like, it would have just blended in with the background. It was sort of that mix of trying to do distance by making things lighter. Unworkingly. And, I just remember, like, this... I was really proud of the spar dragon for, like, that sort of leather texture that you're talking about. And putting, like, gray and stuff, because I had a bad habit of just putting, like, really bright colors and stuff in there all the time. No grays or anything.
It is more muted. I mean, like, I'm looking at the it also looks like the cloister wing is way bigger. Like,
which one?
Like the the cloister wing of the white dragon, yellow dragon is like
this wing.
Sorry, the opposite wing. The one on our right.
It's right. Yeah, our right. That okay.
And it's like, and I know it might connect at the correct point, but that is like the most inappropriate place to have a back flap.
Yeah, no, when you do that sort of like straight angle up and then straight back, yeah, it doesn't look like it connects together. Just like the fucking head on the dragon doesn't look like it connects together. Look at its like incredibly beefy ass neck. Like I could have put a lot of like actual tone and stuff in there, or actual like.
It looks like it's literally just wearing like a horse costume. Like it's just like there isn't like any connective tissue. It just has like pecs, and then it has like a little whatever that triangle is. I don't want to say anything sexy, but it basically looks like a bum. It looks like basically a bum,
like some sort of BDSM butt, like some sort of butt holster.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, it looks like a thong or something.
We'll title this butt holster. And it won't be hairy ball sex.
Like there's no like definition to the neck. It's just there's
not a lot of definition.
It's just a pillar.
I got so fixated by doing like a dynamic composition that I didn't really realize how to put them together. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was my shoulder.
That was gross. Yeah, I also had to spend a lot of time fixing up the guy on there. He was originally, I think, either a lot bigger or a lot smaller, but I had to I remember spending like a couple full days. Yeah, let me zoom in for you.
No, please do. Yeah.
It's like colonial times.
Oh, boy.
He's British.
Oh, no, his legs.
Oh, Jesus,
Oh, my God, look at the shape. Oh, my God, look at his calf Oh, my God. Oh, my God, he's a monster.
Peg-leg
Joe there.
Like, when he zoomed in, I didn't register, and then he said, oh, my God, his leg, and I just realized that his
he also has, like, an amputated arm. He's a goddamn monster. He's a war veteran. Look at his butt. Can you imagine him walking? Like he would. I just imagine he like got
dying.
Oh, and then like his butt is at a different angle.
I just imagine him like just straddling.
I imagine he
his legs are locked,
as a walking stick.
Like his legs are locked like that, and he just like doop doop doop, and just
and he waves his flappy arm around, and then he has like just
his nub arm.
I think he uses his sword as like a walking stick.
Why
is
his coattail like?
Where
oh my God.
Where is his crotch? Like, what's happening?
He just has... What he has is just, like, giant enlarged testicles that just make up some sort of large rounded shape.
Like, you know what it looks like to me? Like, he has, like, you know that monster... Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I won't... I need, like, a pointer, like a laser pointer, so I can just...
I just need a big giant guard.
Yeah.
Kristen cannot go beyond.
Kristen guard, sorry. I'm, like, really loud, so I'll just talk gently like this.
No.
A gentle, dulcet... I don't have dulcet tones. But basically, if you look... You know that monster from, like, Monster University that is just legs?
Yeah.
Like, it looks like he has a torso on top of that monster from Monster University, where it's, like, just... just like it's just that's what he looks like. Like it literally just looks like a tube, and then there's for some reason there's just a torso on top of it.
He has a really long torso too. I just like his coattails are just like
they're wrong. Like
maybe the dragon got to him. I don't know.
God, that's awful. Like and also like
let's look at the dragon head.
Let's
look at the sexualized dragon head because it looks like moist skin. Go for it.
Like,
what does his eye look like, Kristen?
It looks vagina-y.
I wouldn't say vagina-y. I would just say vagina-tastic.
It's the pink flesh combined with like
it's the pupil and just all the fucking layers around his eye.
God.
So what body?
It's just God. It's like God. There was a really terrible like it's Boo. Yeah, and like the Dragon Ball Z character, the pink one with like all the it's just that kind of like gross
Mujan Boo.
I hated that. I'll just be honest, I do not like Dragon Ball Z. So, and I watched all of it.
Look at how his mouth is like this, but his eye is like this.
God.
I'm doing motions, I should say what it is. His mouth, his nose area and his mouth is flat towards us. You can see the other side of the nostril. But then, like, you can't see much of the side of, like, the bottom jaw. and then his eye is flat towards us. So this is very telling of a lot of early artist stuff that, like, essentially the way that people develop as artists is you are defining symbols, and art is essentially expressing symbols to other people. So when you're really young, you draw a dog, and you can see all 4 legs because you want to show the person it has 4 legs. When you graduate to that next step, it's a dog, but just with 2 legs, because then you're assuming that there's other ones. And it's like that sort of transition even relates to stuff like this. Sorry. Relates to stuff like this, where it's just like your brain gets caught up on trying to show every side of something, which is why we have some sort of Picasso beast here.
I was about to say, talking about Picasso is going to be like his...
He did not intentionally.
His violin, where you see the violin from every aspect.
I would say it's a similar result, but no, Picasso sort of did that intentionally.
I love that piece. That is like one of my favorite Cubist pieces, the violin one. Like,
okay.
He did it in 1912 before he got really shitty.
But, like, everything is, like, turned towards you, which is the problem that we have here.
Yeah, no, this is not...
There's nothing left up to chance on what it could look like, because you see all parts of his jaw.
Yeah.
For some reason, this frill, which is supposed to be in the middle of his head, just looks like it's coming out of his eyebrow, and...
Like, I was trying to think of a word, like, to describe this, and I just
Flat?
I came up with mistake. Also, if you look at the background of the dragon, why is the sky the same damn color as... Like, is it the same color? Like, what's going on with that?
Are you talking about here?
The silver dragon or white dragon. That isn't the sky behind him.
What?
Oh my god, what is that crotch area? Like, his crotch...
This?
Yeah, like...
It's his crotch. That's what I'm saying. I know, it's just, like, extremely wide, and then, like... I guess the leg would come up this way, and then the foot down that way.
Oh my god! Yeah, I didn't even see that foot.
When there's not a lot of context. Okay, this is a good example of context. Is like we have this foot sort of poking out over here, and then we just have like a general crotch area.
I didn't even know that was a crotch.
If you don't give people enough of a hint or the right amount of anatomy, like you can sort of, I guess, fake it by putting more stuff in there, but like. If you don't give enough of that hint, it looks wrong. So, I mean, I think with this, I was assuming the leg was up, and then the knee would be somewhere behind his back, I guess. And then his sort of, like, leg area... Oh, my God, I just saw this other leg.
Yeah, no, I'm looking pretty hard. Look at that tiny leg, and look at what you were describing for that leg, because that is, like... He's also going to be walking like that other guy. Like...
His one hip is over here, but then his other hip is over here.
It is, He has the hips of, like, a very large woman.
He has 2 different sets of hips, alright? That's the canon we're going. That's the special dragon.
Oh my god. Like...
He has, like, a turkey drumstick over here. But, yeah, his hip would be there, but then the hip is... Oh my... Andrea, why?
Yeah, sorry,
These college ones are the best ones.
God damn. Like, and I'm just, like... I'm trying, and, like... I don't understand.
Look at how wide the shoulder is.
Yeah, look how non-defined it is. I
like how there's... saggy, like, old lady flab he has under his arm.
I like how there's no muscle definition, and also, like...
There's some muscle definition kind of here. It's really proud of it.
Not really.
He's really proud of it, Kristen.
Past Andrea. Pandria, if you will.
Pandria.
Pastandria. I don't know how to...
Pastria.
That... Look at those fingers and how they're just like, Bleh! You know, like, it's basically, like, it's just looking like a gang sign. Like, it's just that it's...
Which one?
No, the one on the left. On our left. Like, there's... If you look at your hand...
Oh my god, his fingers don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Have you noticed that? Because I was noticing that, and that's why I was like, why isn't there at least, like, some shadow so you can kind of see that it just kind of...
I don't know. I think I just drew the forms, and then I didn't care enough about anatomy to make it work.
Because, like, if you look at a batwing, like, the fingerlings, like, aren't just, like...
I think, like, maybe I was expecting it to be, like, back, but I didn't do any of that sort of shading.
Yeah.
And nothing would lead to that. Ugh, God, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I like how also the fingers don't end in anything. They're just, like, one stick. They're not, like, actual anatomy. It's just, like... It's just, like, if you had, like, sticks attached to your hands, and you're like, no, you know, and you're just kind of, like...
I'd be like the Fennec Fox.
You know, and it's just... I don't know about this one, Angie. Also, what's on its like side there? The yellow dragon again, like right on its like rib side for its right wing. Like there's just yeah. Like what is it? What are those light colored dots?
There's supposed to be metal clasps for the harness.
That's a harness.
Yeah. There's a harness here. You can just barely see it.
I thought it was just segmented like a beetle. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, I think I even put like a little tiny hole. I worked like this is a really big one, so I worked like really. I put like a little hole in his wing, and I remember making a comment with my teacher like, "There's holes in his wing," you know, as you do. Yeah,
I thought it was a beetle.
This was another one that just my teacher pushed me to make all the correct changes, and I was just sort of up my own ass. I thought these were the right changes, and I was so reluctant to change anything. And, like, of course, at the time, I thought it looked beautiful, and it was, like, a big, majestic battle. But I look at it now, and it's just, like, da-da-da-da, just one has just, like, his arms up the other way, and the other one's like, yo, boy, what's up? And he's just sort of...
He's sort of yo boy.
He's giving him, like, a gang sign with his crazy hips.
Look how short its, like, wing fingers are on that right side. Like, on our right.
This one?
Yeah.
That's
like,
his thumb?
No, not the thumb. I mean, just look at its wing finger, because that, like, the one he's pointing, like, hey, bro, like, that's short. That's, like, literally, he has, like...
my celestial dragon.
I know, it's, like... But look how long, like, the arm would have to be compared to the other one. But look at the size of the hands compared to it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah!
Oh, my God, Andrea!
I know. Do you like the background?
Background's alright. It's just kind of...
say that.
It's kind of boring.
Well, it's really digital looking. It's extremely digital. Like, if I just used a soft brush to just smooth some of that out, it wouldn't look like some sort of weird Lincoln Logs.
There's no clouds. There's nothing. There's no, like, stars kind of up at the top, like, to hint that it's, like, twilight or something. And like...
Again, like, originally, like, all of this, and you can still see that some of my masking, like, this was a lot. You can see just the bottom here, like, bottom of this. Like, the ship, originally this water was purple, just like the dragon.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, this whole thing was completely washed out, and you can see, like, there's some of it left there, and some of it left there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But, yeah, you can see that... some of the hints of what could have been, or what was, are still there. So this was all a lot brighter, but like I said, it was a clusterfuck.
Yeah, like, I kind of wish you had done,
this.
like, clouds in the sky, because you have, like, the smoke of the like, firing. Like, that would have been good, kind of, and that would have hid, like, some of the digitalness.
Would have distanced it, yeah.
Yeah, like, and...
I don't think I was very good at painting clouds at this time, though.
Like, I'm looking at the dragons, man.
Like, I think the clouds I used to paint were just... It was literally like the cloud brush, and then I'd go and just outline the edge of it in white.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to that stage.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't realize that was an actual BDSM strap.
It's a harness. It's not a BDSM strap.
A harness.
I should probably wrap them up.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't look at, like, Dinotopia, like the Skyboxes.
I didn't know it existed.
I'm surprised you read this book, but you didn't read Dinotopia.
I was a fucking adult when I read this book. I could have been an adult reading Dinotopia,
yeah,
but...
you sure could have.
I really liked this book, and then it got to, like, the fourth book, and it just became, like, super contrived. And it was just like, oh, no, Temeraire, I guess we're not gonna be together as friends anymore. I know, it's fine, and then it's just like, he just keeps getting sent to, like, random locations. So one of them was in China, and I think that's where I started getting really...
Did they have that? Did they have the
in
hilarious...
a book?
Yeah, did they just...
Yeah, they actually just had just written out in the book, and it was very confusing, and I'm pretty sure their editor just told them no, but they knew overly stereotypical racist Chinese music.
I can't believe it's been around since, like, the 1800s, that tune.
Yeah.
The, like, stereotypical Chinese tune.
Anything else for this one?
No.
Do you want to talk about his beautiful gills?
Oh my god.
Do you want to talk about how there's
gills?
Just a gill on... It's not. There's just a gill on this one side, but then for some reason it's just ruffles have ridges on this other side.
Oh god, Andrea, this is
I think I was just going for... this was a time where I did a lot of... And I think I still have it on my No, not that tattoo. I just had a lot of, like, under neck meat I used to put on dragons.
Under neck meat.
And then I didn't know how to illustrate that from the top, so it looks like a betta fish. It looks like some sort of...
He doesn't have gill covers, though.
He doesn't.
His precious gills are going to be attacked.
His foot of a face doesn't... It looks like a shoe. It looks like some sort of clitoris shoe. Like...
Oh.
The fucking worst.
Andrea.
He's got one big boob and one small boob.
Andrea.
Pissandria. Pissandria, we are ashamed of you. But Pissandria tried damnedest and I think worked on this one quite a bit.
I've just been staring at that crotch and I just don't even know. Like,
I like how it has like a really vague line for like a...
The cloaca?
Yeah, like a cloaca, but I put that in there and he's like, I don't know if you want to do that. I'm like, okay.
I don't know if you want a cloaca in there. I don't know if you want to go down I don't know if you want to go down the furry route of
no, that was intended to be a cloaca.
Well, there you go. I'm glad I could identify that as a cloaca.
Okay, we're gonna come back with Kristen's. Well, I mean, we can always just enlarge it.
Okay, like, is it big enough though?
So I can generally see it, but I didn't I haven't actually clicked on it. So
like
let's click on it.
It's pretty goddamn small. Kristen. Yeah. Oh boy.
I can tell you didn't have a ton of references for this one.
I'm going to tell you a story behind this. It was drawn by hand with pen, and I think I actually have the original downstairs. Not that you would fucking want that. And so basically it was drawn with pen, and then I scanned it into Microsoft Paint, and then I colored it.
Okay, well, it's colored in paint, which... Fuck you, but... I don't know. I like his tiny legs, his tiny childlike legs.
I really liked Final Fantasy 1's PS1 redesign, even though that game is actually kind of just garbage.
It also looks like your signal says Tantra Dragon.
Might as well. I mean, I don't want people to know that I did this. I just think the colors are bad. Everything is bad. It's supposed to be St. George.
Of course.
Because at that point, I thought I was still religious, even though I wasn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, so I was like, oh, what's a really good story with Dragon? St. George, and I actually kind of hate that now.
Sorry, I just saw something.
What?
Just his other hand.
Oh,
I thought it was the dragon's hand.
Oh my god.
He just has like this... It just looks like there's like a Muppet, like a hand Muppet on the underside of his
Oh my god, his arm is like 7 feet long. That's great.
His other arm is also incredibly long.
Oh no.
He has my proportions, but he doesn't have my legs. Like I have very long arms. I'm 5'7", but my wingspan is like 6'2", which is quite the difference. So yeah, he has like my arms.
Not even though. He has like really short arms.
Look at how high up his armpit is.
He's like a midget. If you look at his head.
Well, no, it's because his legs are super short. Super short.
No, but if...
Also, he has his leg out like this, then his foot is somehow on the backside of the dragon.
Yeah.
You want to explain your choices, Kristen?
No.
That he broke his knee?
No, because this is really bad.
He's torn his ACL.
Like... I like how the dragon's back has like no definition. It's just like it's literally just like a woman, like an hourglass body, and like there's nothing attached to it. Like it's just really. I
wouldn't even call it an hourglass. Oh god, look at where this hand goes. This is the shoulder here on your dragon. This bottom part.
It might be, or it's just another hump. I honestly don't know.
I'm going to assume that's the shoulder, but then just like. Just fucking arm just rises out of the depths just like this other arm.
I think this is... Why is it surrounded by red is what I want to fucking know. Like, what design...
Fucking hardcore.
Yeah, what design choice did I make that... And I wonder if this is like a photo bucket error or if this is just me. Because like... No, it's probably me.
Yeah, this looks meticulously done in red. And you have compliments in the red with these like little random red pieces.
Awful. That is like... I think this is literally one of the worst things I've ever done. Like,
just like a little dot there at the end of his cape.
I think that must be an error, because I don't... No, it wasn't. I must have done this.
It couldn't have just been black. It would have been white if it was, like, not intended.
No, I did this. This was on purpose.
This was my doing.
This is my fault.
Originally I was snickering at his cape.
Yeah?
Can you tell me why I was snickering at his cape?
Because it doesn't make any goddamn sense?
Well, yeah. I was mostly snickering that sort of, like, ruffling only happens when it has something to actually brace against. And you just put fucking ruffles just forever. Because unless it was just, like cinched... Like, it would have done it, but it wouldn't have been...
It was just bad. No, it would have... You can cinch it, like, basically, like, depending on how the clasp goes, but that's not very good. That's not very well done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if it's wide
sense.
Like this, like, I would still assume it was on his back.
Yeah, no, I had a general idea of how to do it, but it wasn't very good. Oh, what's that? What's Spark?
Spark is my way of communicating with work, and it's the biggest piece of shit that has ever existed.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you like his gross armor design?
I think his armor's interesting, but he looks like... I don't know, he looks like an exotic fish, I guess. Like, it's an interesting design, but there's no fucking way in hell that would have ever been actual armor at any point in time, because if you wanted somebody to stick out like a stop sign, or that he is poisonous, like a fish or a snake.
It's so gross to me. Like, all these colors, like, you would not be able to tell that I was the person who actually drew this. This is completely different than, like, how I actually draw now. And it's just, the colors are disgusting.
Look at his one really thick calf.
No. I like how he has, like, a butt flap, because I didn't know how to draw butt armor. So, like, I was
He's like an insect. Like, his legs just connect in a...
Like...
Or no, he's like a lizard. That's what he's like. He just has like a negative ass. And that would go with his arms. He's like some sort of really long-armed lizard. Ass.
I hope his hands are on backwards, too, because like a lizard.
No, they're fine.
Oh my god, that
this
right
fucking
hand. Oh my god, it's like there's like a hidden guy like right behind him, like hidden by the cape. He's just like, yeah.
Got it!
Yeah, helping you, bro.
Why is that arm so... Yeah, Jesus.
I wasn't very good at anything, Andrea.
He looks like he would be some sort of, like, lit up. Like a, I guess, like, he would have, like, an LCD or an LED.
He'd be like a really obnoxious furry. Like,
like a dance furry. Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh my god, I should redraw this, but make him, like, a rave knight. And, like, and this is all, like, rave-based.
Does he also have two eyes right here?
No, that's his neck, and he has anime hair, so it's, of course...
I'm going to assume those are two cat eyes. Hair. Look at his cat eyes. Oh.
Zoom in, please. Oh, God, I don't want to see that.
Oh, he's got green hair, Kristen.
Yeah, it's slightly green.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of detail and stuff with your armor.
I tried. I mean, it's just not very good.
Like, you can tell, don't be offended, I can tell you drew this, like, it still has some of your stylistic choices.
Don't be offended. No, I'm not offended. Honestly, if someone says, "Oh man, you used to be so bad at drawing," like, okay. God, even look at his backhand too. Like, can you imagine twisting your hand on the one that's like really grossly long, like that? Like it's like literally like, you know, like how do you do that? Also, damn that thumb. Is he just doing this?
He looks like he has a poop thumb.
Yeah, that's really.
He looks like he's playing the flute. That's what he looks like. He looks like... Because he has, like, really rigid, like, finger placement and stuff.
Yeah. So what stylistic choices did I do that you can still tell it's me?
Just the sort of, like, the thin, ropey parts.
Oh, okay. Oh,
like
that's not offensive.
No, just, like, the sort of, like, this. Like,
well, the way you draw tiny-ass legs. Like, if it was like that, I'd be like, oh,
Let's zoom into that. Oh, look at him. Oh, you didn't even fill in all the tongue here.
It was MS Paint. I like how at least
there's no excuse for laziness.
At least he has like some iceberg teeth, like he's an actual creature.
I do like that you can see his throat here.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Do you like his Dragon Ball Z eye?
I do like his Dragon Ball Z. I found a new part. I like this horn coming straight out of his ear.
You like that? I like how it doesn't look like it belongs on him at all.
No.
And that's how I used to draw horned dragons. Like I would just draw a goddamn horn jutting out of its nose.
It does look like you referenced Dragon Ball Z on this, like the
gross 2-3 finger.
Yeah, actually, this
I watched Dragon Ball Z a lot at that point, and it was a mistake to do
that. Like just his large. It looks like he has a big flowing cape. Also, he doesn't have another hand.
I figured he was like kind of like trying to get up or something, and like his other legs, you couldn't see him. Yeah, it wasn't very well done. Like, I would love to redo this and make him a rave knight. Like literally take what you said. Like he kind of looks like a like.
I like how you have this sort of red line separating like your picture and stuff, but you have like the exact same blue on this bottom leg.
God, that's disgusting.
And it just looks like he's just stepping out of it.
That's just so goddamn bad. And it's like pillow shading, and it's just.
It's not pillow shading.
Well,
shading.
on the dragon.
It's still cell shading.
Oh, is it? It's just not very good.
Pillow shading is just using soft shades.
I thought it was just badly, like, if you just shade something with, like, if you cell shade with, like, 3 colors and you, like, do it really badly.
Pillow shading is if you have a form like this and then you just have, like, if you were to just take, like, a big soft brush and then just make, like, a big black... It makes your character look like a pillow. That it's just, like, dark in the middle.
Yeah. All right.
This is cell shading.
It's just not very good.
I do like that when you got to the part about, like, shading his actual armor, you just didn't shade anything. Like, the shading on here... Actually, no, okay, I take it back.
There's some shading.
There's some shading, but...
It's just very JPEG'd to hell.
He looks like he's from Tron. Actually,
Tron
you know what he looks like? Have you ever seen Blood Dragon? Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon?
I have the music on my computer, but no.
Yeah.
I can tell you exactly what character I referenced, though, once you show me this one.
Well, that's the thing. It was a sort of a DLC put out by Far Cry 3, and it was like incredibly.
I really
80s
wanted to play this because it looked really funny.
It's pretty good. Like I had a lot of, but yeah. See these dragons? They're dragon things. Are like these like neon light up
animals. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's great.
They change colors and stuff too.
That's neat.
Like they're like a blue when they're not going to attack you, and they're red when they're pissed off and they're destroying it. They're huge too. That's what you're thinking.
Look up Final Fantasy 1 FMV.
We can't watch an FMV.
No, like just so you can look at the screenshots. So look at the images. Oh, son of a bitch. I keep forgetting to redo, like, all of them. Look up Final Fantasy Origins. Oh, sorry. Final Fantasy Origins. Type in Final Fantasy Origins cutscene or something. Or just Origins.
Well, cutscene without the last D.
Oh, my God.
Looks like it's Lost Time. Is it this one?
It's not that character. In fact, type in Final Fantasy Origins Garland. There you go. I think that's the name of the character it's supposed to be. Oh, for the love of God, like, I can't believe they... There you go. Look at the first one. Sorry. Look at the first one. That's it. That's the character. That's the character I was... and he's just absolutely terrible.
Well, I gotta save this.
Oh, his name is Warrior? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Garland. I don't know. They both have horns.
That's all you really need is
just look at it.
Save it on the thing.
I made poor choices, and that was one of the choices I regret immensely, because I think
you saved this as a PNG, by the way.
Yeah, because I had... You know how compressed the JPEGs could get? Like, really bad. Because remember, like, MS Paint couldn't save JPEGs, like, without compressing it literally the maximum compression.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I always saved this, like, PNGs.
Okay. As you were saying in the break and stuff, you were saying about mine that... What was the nice thing you said about my picture, Kristen?
What did I say? I said a lot of things.
You said that even though it looks like shit, you can tell that I put a lot of time into it, and that I was trying for, like, dramatic...
Yeah.
That a lot of time was spent into it.
Yeah.
And
like
it's a similar thing here. Like, there's a lot of careful time with, you know,
there's a
armor and the dragon and stuff. You can tell it's like his stupid nose horn.
Like I was just jutting out there. It's
and his one giant arm. God, we gotta find more like this. But yeah, no, I can tell there was a lot of... Yeah, never mind. I can tell there's a lot of careful time. But I was just looking at his neck. I'm like, isn't his neck turning more towards us? But like, there's...
I guess he just
sort of stops there. Whatever.
It's not very well done.
Well...
But I had a lot of limitations with my skill level, and I guess also the fact that I had to use MS Paint is probably really awful. Like,
well, I mean, MS Paint is good for pixel art.
Yeah, I should have just done that. Should have just done pixel art. I want to go back in time and punish myself. Except that you can... In fact, we can look at another pixel art, because I have done pixel art with MS Paint.
Past Kristen. Pristin.
Pristin? Dear Pristin, stop
Pristin,
it.
Pristin made a very well decorated lizard man with a million ruffles on his cape.
Oh,
does he have piercings at the bottom? What is this?
Yeah, I think those are just decorations. Yeah, it's small decorations on his cape because.
Where does this come from here?
Comes from his.
I think it comes from his helmet. Like, I can just barely see this line intersecting everything, and then it just turns bright red.
Yeah, like what? Why?
I don't know.
That's not very
I like all the crazy tildes and shit on Century.
Yeah, no, I think I used a really bad... I didn't know graphic design back then, and it was one of the Windows XP default things.
Well, the E is upside down. That's your first problem, honestly.
I can't remember what it was, but it was like one of those
That doesn't
really...
look default.
Yeah, that's one of the default fonts, because I didn't know how to install fonts back then. It's there, trust me. I think it's like...
weird.
It's not hobo, but it's like... It's one of them.
Hobo. Well, like, look at it. It's all, like, partially upside down. Like, you knew you were a
Yeah,
E,
no.
and it looks like
It's
some
a
sort of
font.
Wikipedia script.
No,
like
it's-
an encyclopedia script.
You will probably
honestly.
find that font on your computer. It's probably still
I
there.
have searched through those fonts a lot, and I've never found those.
Okay, well, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
It
else on this?
is best lost to history. Yeah, no, I have nothing more to say about this. It's kind of gross. I don't like
Okay.
looking at it. I would love to redo it to be a
He's very blue.
a Tron Knight. That'd be
I
really
mean,
fun.
you could have definitely done better by making everything less saturated. At least something. Some
Well,
parts of
there's
it less
only a couple of
saturated.
colors in MS Paint. There's really not much you can do. Well, actually, no, that's a lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought there is a way to actually...
There
put
is.
whatever
You have
color.
to go mix custom color, and then but you can only have like 16 at a time because it's garbage. So yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
I should probably put that away.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's.
But yeah, we're gonna stop recording for a little bit and then record the mini fridge thing. But yeah, if you guys want to send us your artwork and stuff, or if you just want to send us anything, we look at our it's a FridgeArtPodcast at gmail.com, which I'll put in the description and stuff again. But yeah, that is the easiest way to get in contact with us. I wouldn't suggest contacting us through our various pages and stuff that we have online, because we have those sort of set up for, we get traffic and stuff through those that it can get lost. And
Yeah, no, it's
It's like
very
me
easy
paying
to
the
lose
butt.
like a note or something. Emails are usually better, especially
'Cause I had
since we have a
somebody-
dedicated email.
I had somebody contact me and stuff on my Furfinity page. It's
Oh,
just
boy.
like, here's this painting. I'm like, well, that's nice and all, but I'm gonna lose it, and I'm not gonna be able to come back to this. So
Yeah, no, if you could use the email, that'd be fantastic. So it's
Right.
all consolidated. We don't have to like look all over the place for it, and also it won't accidentally be not read, which sometimes happens. Sometimes you don't see a comment or something, or you have things to do and you don't check your FA in like a week, and by then it might be buried,
or like
we might have
my
other things to do.
or like my Gmail, where I have literally everything filtering through it, so I get like stupid updates on T Fury and
Oh
a whole
no,
bunch of shit that I keep unsubscribing from.
good.
But yeah. Okay. What sort of musical number would you like to do today?
Oh, as our sign off, let's see. Let's see. I have
I'm
this.
going to click this pen.
Oh man,
You can do both of these if you want to be castanets.
Oh
That
god,
was scary as hell. Do you want to use the bacon one?
I like this one.
Okay. Alright. It's been Fridge Art, and this is probably copyrighted. And I don't know why I start doing this without having... Oh god, look at how sharp these are. And drum roll. Fridge Art. Fridge Art.